Hey Grant, this is Tom Alston, Aero Marine Tax Professionals. I was on the final mentor call this morning and you asked for a video this afternoon. So at the same time, we're upgrading the cameras and the lighting in our studio, so we figured, what the hell, this is a good time to try it all out. So I want to talk to you a little bit about, and I'm not just talking to you, Grant, I'm talking to the whole audience, about the value of being involved in the mentor program. It is one of the most successful things I've ever done. And for me, it was a business that we've been in business for about 2 decades. I want to give you some details in terms of the financial numbers because I know that we're all looking around for who's got my money. Well, let me tell you how it worked out for me. In 2017 was the first 12-month period, January to December, that I'd ever been involved with Cardone, right? I've been in business for 2 decades. My sales went up 50.2% on a mature business, okay? And my social media contacts went up 68%. Why? Because I bought into all of the concepts that Grant talks about in 10X and be obsessed or be average. So I'm going to give you those details first, and then I'm going to tell you some of the things about the mentor program and why I think it's valuable to you. What the most important thing that I got out of the mentor program is discipline. I have had a lifetime membership to Cardone University for about 1.5 years, and I didn't stick with it. I wasn't doing it religiously every day or every week or every weekend, whatever you want to say. And by the fact that you, Grant, were holding us accountable for the 6 segments a day and beating the sun up, all of those things are extremely vital because no one wants to admit to you that we aren't doing what you tell us to do because we trust your opinion about what we need to do. And that's the presence that you have. So the fact that I established the discipline to stick with doing the segments every day, if I got up and life hit me in the morning and I didn't have the time to do that and I had to rush to work because something else was occurring, and this is going to happen to all of you, all right, it's easy for me to drop those segments out. But I always felt bad about it because I knew that I was going to have to come to class and sit with you and admit to you that I didn't do them, even though that's more here than in reality. But the discipline to do the segments is an unusual thing for me. I'm 69 years old. I've always kind of just floated through life. I've always been able to generate decent income, but I've never stuck to the discipline of actually learning how to do the technology of my own business in terms of sales. So that is the biggest difference for me. For whether you're 20 years old or 40 years old or 60 years old, you got to be careful because there are certain things that just kind of come to you, and you don't get better at it because they're just so natural. It's like breathing. And the good thing about establishing the discipline and doing all the segments and doing that every day is that you'll raise your level of what's normal to you, and that new level will become part of your everyday life, and it'll be just like breathing. I spent almost 40 years as a high school baseball coach at a very, very high level, and I knew all that. I knew about practicing and learning how to hit and staying in the cages and taking ground balls. But I used to believe, as many of us believe, the wrong things, that it always said practice makes perfect, and that's not true. I guarantee it's not true. Practice does not make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect, and that's what these segments are. So that's the biggest help for me, other than finding out what I didn't know and what I wasn't putting into action. So thank you for that, and I strongly recommend that if you're watching this, that you seriously consider getting involved in the mentor program, because Grant's going to offer it again, and it'll help you. It really will. If accountability and discipline is a problem that you have, my guess is we all do, okay? Become part of this program. Take yourself to the next level in terms of being able to deliver more, being able to truly live the 10X lifestyle. This is Tom Alston. I'm the CEO of Aero Marine Tax Professionals. Thanks for listening.